Strength and conditioning. My name is Gunnar Thompson, and I am presently pursuing a bachelor's in kinesiology of clinical exercise science, which will give me the capabilities of training athletes. And this short slideshow is just several aspects of fitness and of training that, as a coach, you have to understand in order to give information, to build programs, and to be very empathetic with how your client is and what the client's goals are. And with this slideshow, I just wanted to outline just a few things, that any strength coach, can understand and relate to, and to be able to put in place that will make them more successful at their jobs. Is as a strength and conditioning specialist, your job, first and foremost, is to do no harm. Meaning, you should not put your trainee or your client, your athlete, in a predicament where they can hurt themselves. As you can see with the picture above, this is actually my own personal UCL reconstructive surgery scar, which is also known as the Tommy John. Now, there was many reasons why I, had to get the surgery. I play baseball. I'm left-handed. I pitch, of course. There's certain aspects that's out of our control. But from a strength and conditioning standpoint, this moment gave me insight as to what a strength and conditioning specialist could have done for me. How possibly they could have prevented this from happening. And this really opened my eyes to learn everything I could so that I can prevent this from happening to other athletes and other clients that I might have. The second thing, and probably the most important part of the training side of things when you get to strength and conditioning, is measurement. You must first measure what you are. You cannot go any further without realizing where you are, what your standpoint is. From the picture above, you can see, someone threw 88.2. Okay, that's a start. Now they have something. They realize what their starting point is, and they can have a goal to achieve something else. And that's what a person has to do. Now, this is obvious a baseball thing, but if you're a football player and you run a 40-yard dash and a 4.6, okay, well, say their goal is a 4.4. Well, now they can train to achieve that goal because they realize what they are to begin with. The next thing is strength and conditioners must be able to work with others. You're going to work with clients. You're going to work with different people with different personalities. And you've got to be very flexible as far as, being able to deal with other people's personalities. And not only being able to deal, but interact. I mean, people want to feel as though you personalize with them. You are able to understand. You're empathetic. You're able to empathize with them, what they are going through. They may be going through a struggle where their body is just dead tired, or their mind. I mean, there's a lot of things other than sports going on with their lives, and as a strength and conditioning, you must be able to realize that there are other aspects to their lives, and when they come in, they don't want to hear something where, all right, I don't care what's going on, let's get started. that's a wrong way of going about things. Um, you definitely have to, sit there, talk with them, see how their life's going, and that can also be a determining factor on what the training is that day. If they're mentally drained, there's no reason to have a physical draining workout. That would just ultimately kill the person as far as drive, motivation, and the ultimate goal. And that brings us to the final point in the slideshow, which is the final goal. What is it? Your athlete has to be very specific about the goal they want to reach. Obviously in the picture, my ultimate goal is to pitch on the mound. And others might be a little bit different. Someone might be saying, I want to hit a below 60 in golf. Or, I want to score 5 touchdowns in a game. Or whatever. There's different goals, but they must be very, very specific. If you don't have a specific goal, then there's no use in even working towards something. If you're just kind of being like, well, I want to be better at this, or I want to get better at this, da da da, that's very vague. That's not going to get you anywhere. And as a strength and conditionist, you have to sit your client down and tell them, I need a very specific goal that you want to meet. And then it is our job as the strength and conditionist to build a program that can help them reach it. And that's the whole point of training. Training is preparation for a goal. And without a goal in mind, there is no amount of training that can reach it. Because you have to have the mindset of the goal that you want to achieve. And these are just a few, aspects of training and the world, of conditioning and these are just things that you really, really have to pay attention to as a coach. Thank you.